Sorry. He's not even up here. We can do him last.
All right, we are ready on People versus Carl Eisen. I'm Judge Chungan. May I have appearance on behalf of Mr. Eisen, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir. Mr. Eisen, please state your name for the record.
I believe he may have logged off by mistake.
Mr. Soroki, sir, let me ask you this. It's my understanding that there is not a complete plea bargain. Is that correct?
We now have a complete Carl Eisen. Oh, Carl, you're talking about Carl Eisen, or I'm sorry.
Eisen.
Eisen. No, we do have a complete plea bargain. No, what we're doing is we're adjourning this matter, Your Honor, to provide documentation by the defendant because it involves his son, and the prosecutor and defendant have all agreed to it.
Okay, so we're going to adjourn this pre-trial date.
That's correct.
That will be
Actually, this is a trial date on the docket sheet.
Here you go. Hold on. We will have a trial date of July 12th.
That's fine. You'll have to send out a notice to the defendant.
Very well.
Madam Clerk, what is that trial date again? I'm sorry.
July the 12th.
July 12th. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Mr. Eisen. Are we ready on People versus Jeremy Allen?
Alan, let's see here.
Yeah.
Yes, we're ready on that, Your Honor.
Jermon Allen, excuse me, yes. Have an appearance, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Galvin Allen.
Yes, Your Honor, defendant wish to accept the offer of the prosecution to a failure to display.
So, Mr. Allen, it's your understanding and your desire, sir, to take advantage of this plea bargain agreement whereby the original misdemeanor charge of expired license would be dismissed and you plead to another misdemeanor of failure to display much less consequence to your driving record. Is that your understanding and your desire, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now raise your right hand.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right. I got Zoom going on in my hearing.
I can.
You did say this is about the video.
Mr. Morgan, you're on the record.
Mr. Allen.
Yes, sir.
All right, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about the given matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Pleading guilty because on May 25th, 2020, in the city of Detroit, failed to display a valid license, was required to do so by DPD officer Alexander. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Such pleas being accurate, voluntary, and understanding, and the plea bargaining agreement in total. Mr. Soroka, anything else before the court with past sentence, sir?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Allen, you have fines that cost today of $240. I need you to tell me, sir, how long do you need to pay that in full?
Honestly, 2 weeks.
So within 14 days, you're certainly going to have this paid.
Yeah, I might even have it paid next week, but I want 2 weeks for sure.
In 14 days. Now you can pay that at the court's website, or you can come down in person, actually. Take this day very seriously. Sir, if you don't pay it, like you did, bad things happen, right? You goof up the plea bargain agreement, warrants could issue for your arrest, you get in trouble with the Secretary of State. Suffice to say, $240 within 2 weeks. You have any questions, sir?
Do I have any more tickets besides that?
That was the only one I have before the court today.
You can call the court.
You can call the courtroom. It does appear you have other matters, but this was one citation and one citation only.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bringing on James Carl Taylor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. May I have an appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
James Carl Taylor.
Your Honor, Mr. Taylor, today's date and time set for review. Mr. Taylor has shown me a evidence that he did get STD testing, and he showed me a completion certificate for what's that called? Excuse me?
Misdemeanor morality.
Yes, for misdemeanor morality, sir. I believe he's satisfied. I don't know if he's paid. Have you paid all your?
Yeah.
the
Yep.
the
Everything's
fee?
paid and everything.
And so we ask that this matter be resolved at this time.
Anything from the prosecution with respect to this?
They usually don't respond, Your Honor.
Mr. Soroki, what are you asking the court to do when you say?
Well, actually, this file would just be closed out. There is no delayed sentence on it. It's just part of his plea agreement requires them to complete these items.
Defendant has complied with terms of probation, paid all the fines and costs. Therefore, this matter will be closed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're all set.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Already on Joe Thomas. Good morning, I'm Judge Chungan. May I have an appearance, please?
Kuroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
No, he had to change.
Is there retained counsel in this?
Here.
While I start my test services.
Whoever that is talking, we cannot hear you.
Attorney Aaron Oshry present.
All right. Mr. Ogletree,
Yes,
sir, are you on Mr. Thomas?
that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Today's the day scheduled for a trial. My understanding, officers have not appeared. We're respectfully requesting a dismissal in this matter.
Saying the officer has in fact not checked in. Since motion to dismiss is granted.
Thank you.
Mr. Thomas, Mr. Ogletree, thank you. Hang up
Thank
at
you.
this- Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Annette Tate.
Hello,
She's on the phone here.
Ms. Tate, good morning. I'm Judge Chungan. Would you identify yourself for the record, please?
this is Annette Tate.
Okay. On behalf of defendant today, may I have an appearance, please?
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Let me see here. I don't happen to see, okay, Annette Tate here. Is Officer Christensen present?
No, that officer has not checked in.
We move to dismiss at this time, Your Honor. Today's date and time set for trial, according to the docket sheet.
All right, I will grant that motion to dismiss. Right, thank you. Ms. Tate, you can hang up, and
Hello,
Ms. Tate, your case has been dismissed. You're free to go.
thank you. Have a safe and blessed day. Thank you so much.
You
thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Ready on People versus Emilio Torres.
Yes,
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, as I see, we are setting this matter for a trial. Is that correct?
It's set for trial. And today's the date and time set for trial. Is Officer Mitchell present?
yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we can start it now or we can start it later. I haven't spoken to Mr. Torres, but there's no offer on this case.
Your Honor, this is the prosecutor, Stephen Morgan, on behalf of the city of Detroit. I actually emailed a revised offer for Mr. Torres, and I thought you said you received it, Mr. Soroki.
Okay. Let me
So
see here.
if we can recall this matter when after Mr. Soroki gets a chance to counsel Mr. Torres. Thank you.
Yes, I see it now. I could be put in a breakout room now and we can get the officer going, or we can handle it later.
We can't put you in the breakout room while we're on live.
Very good.
Well, can I put the officer, this is the prosecutor, may I put the officer on call? She's on duty right now. May I just put her on call? And if we need her, I can get in touch with her if we're gonna have a trial.
We can put this offer, if you like, on the record right now and see if the defendant wants to take it. I think it's a very good offer. It's up to the court.
So, Mr. Soroki, what do you want? You want to communicate with your client, Mr. Torres?
Yes, Mr. Torres is on the, we're on the record right now. If Mr. Morgan, if you could state what the offer is, we can see if Mr. Torres wants to accept it right now or not accept it.
Your Honor, I think it'd be better if Mr. Torres consults with his attorney and not do this on live on the record. And also, I'm going to ask Mr. Torres to turn his video on.
There we go. We will have you consult with your client in a few minutes, Mr. Soroki.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, next we have Dario Everett. We have an appearance on Mr.
Candario
Yes.
Everett.
Yes,
Okay, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir? Your name, please. State your name.
Candario Avery.
Yes. Your Honor, defendant wish to accept the offer of prosecution in this matter. The offer would entail, count one, no insurance. 173-616-701, no insurance will be dismissed. SP 9968932, no insurance, misdemeanor be dismissed. SP 9968933. There is no offer on that. We'd ask that this driver's license expired. We ask that ticket be dismissed. If the court would grant that relief, then he has SP 69311. That is driving license suspended. He'll be pleading as charged. Then the next ticket, SP 9983891. That's license improper. That ticket will be dismissed. The next ticket, 184129602, unregistered untitled vehicle. That ticket will be dismissed. And the final ticket is 184129601. Driver's license expired. That'll be reduced to FTD. So he'd be pleading to 2, and they'll be dismissing 5.
Okay, so let me try this for mine. On citation ending in 931, the license suspended, you plead straight up.
That's correct.
Right on citation ending in 960, with respect to count 1, license suspended would be amended to a failure to display. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All of the other charges on the other cited citations would in fact be dismissed. Is that a correct recitation of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Mr. Abbott, are you with us, sir?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand for me, please. You swear or affirm the testimony about giving the matter is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
And you're pleading guilty because on June 5th, 2019, while in the city of Detroit, you were in fact driving with a suspended Michigan operator's license. Correct, sir?
That's correct.
And on February 5th, 2018, while in the city of Detroit, you're driving, you failed to display a valid Michigan operator's license required to do so by Detroit police officer order. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
All right, I'll accept the plea. Please be accurate, voluntary, and understanding. And pursuant to the plea bargain agreement, all of the other charges, listed citations, would be dismissed. Okay. Mr. Stroke, is there anything else, sir, before the court would pass sentence?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Abbott, you have fines and costs today totaling $480. I need you to tell me how long you would need to pay that in full.
I will need approximately 7 days, Your Honor.
How long, sir?
7 days.
So you're telling me you're certain this will be paid within 2 weeks, 14 days?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so you have 480 within 14 days. Take this date very seriously, sir. If you don't, you give up the whole plea bargain. I mean, warrants could be issued for your arrest. Get in trouble with the Secretary of State again. It turns into a god-awful mess. Make sure you take care of this again. 480 within 14 days. You can pay that at the court's website, or you could pay it in person. You have any other questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. You can hang up.
Thank you.
Right, I just want to be on the record, that was the final offer.
Mr. Torres, Mr. Prosecutor, you could read your chat. You have a chat. Read your chat. Okay.
How do I do that?
Oh, well, I can't help you with that right now. You can turn off your video until the court addresses your case. Okay, if you'd like.
All right.
Next, we have Shirley Thompson. Good morning, I'm Judge Chungan. And for the defendant, appearance, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Thompson?
417 on 11.
Yeah.
Ms. Thompson, you're on mute. You need to take yourself off mute.
Okay.
And say your name for the record.
Shirley Thompson.
Your Honor, this matter is going to go to trial unless I can speak to Ms. Thompson again, but her recitation of the facts is totally different from what the police officer said to the prosecutor. So we don't have a resolution at this time. It's set for trial today.
All right, it's set for trial today.
Yes.
And Your Honor, just for the record, this is Stephen Morgan on behalf of the City of Detroit. I have 3 witnesses here on this particular case.
Okay. And Ms. Morgan, are you ready to proceed, sir?
Yes, we are ready to proceed. I need to get a copy of the file from the court clerk.
Okay. We will get that to you. We're going to take care of a few other matters prior. Next matter we have is Humberto Chavez.
He has an interpreter.
Humberto, encienda su micrófono.
Right, and we have an interpreter with us today.
Okay. ¿Ya
Yes.
está?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And just state your name, please.
My
Ricardo,
name is Humberto Mulgado Aceves.
All right.
Alan
you're going-
Soroki, P37-441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. Your Honor, defendant wish to accept the offer. Basically, we don't have an offer on this, but I'm asking the court to give a offer of failure to display its driver's license suspended. That's within the guidelines of the state order that the city, that the court can follow.
¿entendió eso, señor Aceves?
No, ¿cómo dice?
Que están haciendo la oferta de que usted no pudo mostrar su licencia,
Ok.
solamente recibir la multa y que eso está dentro de los lineamientos del Estado.
Ok, está muy bien.
It's okay then.
Well, Mr. Soroki, have you discussed this matter with Mr. Morgan regarding the plea bargain?
No, I haven't discussed with Mr. Morgan. And, you know, Mr. Morgan has seen all of our, all the files, I believe. This may be a state case.
It is, in fact. Have you discussed it with any of the prosecutors? I guess?
I mentioned it to the state prosecutor. He didn't see it in his files. So, basically, I just indicated that the court, I told the prosecutor, the court can make it, you know, with there's this understanding, a memo of understanding between the prosecutor's office and the 36th District Court judges, that judge can make a, you know, can issue an offer on this. And we're asking the offer be a failure to display.
I'm not aware of that. At this point in time, as I sit here, I am loath to offer a plea bargain agreement on behalf of the prosecutor. I'm not aware of that. It's not that I don't believe you, Mr. Soroki. I haven't laid eyes on it, nor have I been aware of that until this point. We will have to just adjourn this. Well, what's Mr. Soroki would like me to offer a plea bargain to failure to display. I would need a state prosecutor's authorization to do that.
Oh. So we have to. I'll have to.
Parece que hay una discusión en cuanto a la oferta porque como que no han podido entender si ya se hizo con un fiscal del estado o de la ciudad, y el señor abogado pidió al juez que él hiciera la oferta, pero el señor juez aparentemente no puede hacer esa oferta.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Soroki, we're contacting the state prosecutor, see if that is in fact. I have the authority to.
He's zooming in right now.
He's going to zoom in now, I understand.
Le están sugiriendo de que se comunique con uno de los fiscales para determinar. Pues dice que no tiene la autoridad para hacerlo.
There he is.
Now, Mr. Miller, good morning, sir.
Morning, Judge.
Mr. Aceves, we had state citations. 1 misdemeanor charge over without ops. Okay, could I give you a case number? It's on Mr. Aceves.
Let me see if I can talk.
Okay, what are our case numbers, Judge?
Showing. All right, we have X 3747845.
I'm seeing 3 charges on that ticket, Judge.
2 are closed, the civil infractions are closed. We have the remaining misdemeanor charge.
Were the civil infractions paid, Your Honor, by the defendant?
I have to check that. I'm just showing that they are closed.
Yes, they were paid.
They were in
Okay.
fact,
On that basis, basically, he's already, that's the same as pleading to pleading responsible to 2 of the 3 tickets. We'd ask the prosecutor to dismiss this ticket based upon the prior pleas.
I would be amenable to that, yes.
Thank you.
okay, thank you very much. We have a stip to dismiss 1 remaining misdemeanor charge. It's done.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Absolutely. Anything else while I'm here?
Not that I see.
Okay. All right. If you need me, just give me a call. Have a good day, everyone.
Parece que arreglar el asunto, pero es demasiado complicado para estar explicando, pero vamos a ver.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can tell me where to go.
You are free to go. Mr. Caceres, Mr. Cebes. Thank you, gentlemen.
Parece que ya nos dijeron que nos fuéramos. Muchas gracias. Parece que pues no impuso absolutamente nada.
So, ¿no tengo que pagar nada o cómo es?
Does that mean that I don't have to pay anything, or what's the case?
No, case is closed. It's all
No.
done.
Cerró el caso, no paga nada, está cerrado. Adiós.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you, Your
you.
Honor.
Are we ready on Hassan Ali?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello?
Mr.
Ya estuvo
Ali.
cerrado.
Okay.
Mr. Soroki, we have a number of matters up before the court today. I don't show actually an offer here.
I have an offer, Your Honor, on the entire case. Your Honor, Mr. Ali, he'll be pleading to the first 2 tickets. And I think I just say my name for the record, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Hassan Ali.
Yes. Mr. Ali will be pleading to the first 2 tickets, driving with license suspended and license improper. No reduced plea on those 2. All the remaining tickets will be dismissed.
So on citation ending in 507, he's going to plead straight up to that license suspended charge. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought we dropped a no option.
No, it's driver's license suspended. That's what we discussed. It's the same thing. It's 2 points.
License suspended on the July 24th, 2020 ticket, citation ending 507. All right. Now, Mr. Soroki, he's pleading to another charge of a failure to display. Is that correct?
It says on my docket sheet, it says license improper. and that's a straight plea, unless if my docket sheet's incorrect. Is the ticket actually a failure to display? Sometimes it get put in incorrectly on the docket sheet.
No, I guess I'm trying to figure out the plea bargain agreement. We've got the one plea straight up on the license suspended. I thought I heard you say he's pleading to one other charge.
Yes, the other charge is a second ticket, the 2281, and that's license improper.
So he's going to plead straight up to the license suspended on 507. He's going to plead to the improper license on 228. The other remaining charges are to be dismissed as part of this plea bargain agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, Mr. Ali, sir.
Yes.
The prosecutor, your attorney stated it's your understanding, desire to plead on these two misdemeanor charges, the other remaining misdemeanors as well as civil infractions would be dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes. But I guess I got confused, but I guess we can go ahead because I thought the state one was a suspended would be dropped down to no ops or something, even though it's the same 2 points or whatever, because I was trying to get my license back because I just paid like $3,000 back stuff. And when I talked to the officer before, I guess we were on an agreement that if I try to take care of everything, it would be dropped down.
And to talk to Mr. Soroki further, because that's not what he stated. He stated one plea, license suspended, one plea of an improper license, the other misdemeanor charges, which did involve no operator's license on the first.
Right.
Dismissed.
Oh, I sent you. One of them, Ali Office, something like that. And then Melvin Cooley, which I think he didn't know how to put his name.
Mr. Soroki, sir.
Ask him what his name is at the Alcatel, and then you can change it. If he says Melvin Cooley, that would seem like he was right. My officer told me that he didn't know how to put his name.
Yes, Your Honor. I went over this very clearly with the defendant. I explained to him that he's pleading to those tickets as charged. That's what the offer is. And he's trying to tell, maybe he wishes that it was reduced, but I told him it's not. So, and he said he still wants to plead. So,
yes. I mean, I just want to get this over with. But I was understanding it was both the same points or whatever. We were suspended or no ops.
Yeah, no ops is 2 points, and each one of those tickets, I believe, is 2 points.
But understand, Mr. Ali, you'd be pleading to a license suspended straight up and a charge of no valid license straight up.
Yes.
Just determine if that's what you want to do. I'm not trying to talk you into it or out of it. I'm just trying to see if we have a resolution, sir. That's all.
Yeah, yes, I just want to get this over with, because I'm trying to get my license back,
Understand that, sir. I just want to make sure that this is your understanding and your desire. I would not want you to come back at a later date and say, gee, I didn't quite understand this.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'll take the plea.
Did I make the offer?
No. All he said was that straight up this license suspended. And that charge everything else suspended. That's what I'm sure. These two. I didn't see you go as such. Mr. Soroki told me. It's very good on this. Is this the other trial? The other trial? He said for trying today, yes.
Oh, which officers are here now? That's probably what they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, we have officers here, but we just.
Oh. I don't know
I
what
don't
the
know what
officer
he got
was.
for officers.
It's just what he represents.
I would ask Mr. Soroki where he got the office. There's some state matters here.
Mr. Soroki, did you have an offer for him?
The state prosecutor, I spoke to him, he said he would dismiss all of those pursuant to the plea, these two pleas that he's taking to these two tickets.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
The state dismissed. Okay, so here's what we have. So the two local cases, misdemeanor, visual each charge, while the other state cases and it looks like there is
Judge, I can't understand what you're saying. It's very garbled. There's some kind of echo.
Okay, now you're on.
And let's try it now.
Now it's better. Thank you.
Okay, here's what we got. The two city cases. Misdemeanor, the driving with the improper license, as well as the license suspended. Mr. Morgan just told me he would amend those to failure to display. Right? Now, there is a remaining civil infraction, which is a amber, proceeding to an amber light. That's the plea bar. Two failures to display and amber light, and those three state citations, which include 1, 2, 3 misdemeanor charges, as well as the accompanying civil infractions, would be dismissed.
Well, excuse me, Your Honor, but I think it's for the amber light. I think I paid that ticket already.
We're checking on that, sir.
Yeah, I paid 2,900. I paid any infractions I had.
No,
I
sir.
paid.
Yes, you paid.
Okay, thank you. That one is closed. So the two misdemeanor charges, local charges to failure to display, all of the other charges would be dismissed. Mr. Soroki, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ali, is that your understanding and your desire, sir?
Yeah, I think I know what's going on.
Well, you had these two cases written by Detroit Police Department about misdemeanor charges, license suspended. Those would be dismissed.
You can say something like, play yoga videos.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay. So when I plead, all the rest of them be dropped, and I just be pleading two of them.
That's right. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about the given the matter is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. And you are so pleading because on June 14, 2015, as well as July 24, 2020, you're operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, and you failed to display valid license when required to do so by Detroit police officers Besso and Cropick. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
I'll accept those pleas being accurate, voluntary, and understanding. Pursuant to the plea bargain agreement, the other matters listed on the document will be dismissed. All right, accepted those pleas being accurate, voluntary, and understanding. Again, all of the other matters listed on the document today would be dismissed. Mr. Ali, today, sir, you have fines and costs of $240 on each, comes up to $480. I need you to tell me how long you need to pay that in full.
I can pay it in full, but I have $1,000 in bonds. Will any of that be towards it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I would like for the court to apply whatever it needs to apply, so my balance can be zero.
Yeah, just right.
Right, we will note that you have your permission to apply bond monies toward that, sir. Balance would be refunded. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You can hang up. Thank you.